The champ is here.
Shalom, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. January 1st, no, excuse me, January 10th, 2026. I'm going to skip over the normal introduction. It's a little serious topic I want to talk about. I'm a little bit saddened right now. And I want to talk to you young people. And by young, I mean 30 and under, 29 and under. Let's say 29. Because if you're 30 and over, you should know that. I would hope so. 29 and under, I still put you in young people status. You're an adult, but you're still young. Okay? You got a lot of learning to do. And I'm saying this to you because I care. It's coming from that place. But, however, furthermore, whatever junction you want to use, some of y'all behavior is just shit. You got shitty ass behavior. There's no other way to say it. And I know some of you will, ain't nobody perfect. Then don't hold me to the perfect standard. Okay? Your parents aren't perfect. None of them have ever been. Ever. So don't expect don't hold parents in older generations to a perfect standard if your comeback is going to be ain't nobody perfect. You're kind of disproving your own argument. So I'm just going to shut that down right from the rip. Don't want to hear it. Some of you have forgotten the lessons that you learned growing up. And I know with my children, I always taught my children 2 ears, 1 mouth. So you can listen more than you talk. But some kind of way y'all cross 18 and y'all reverse that. You forgot. You think because you 18, you know everything. You don't have to listen to nobody. You grown. And then when shit goes fucked up, y'all want to boo-hoo. Well, can't have it both ways. If that's your attitude, you grown, can't nobody check you, boo, and all them attitudes, then you got to deal with the consequences. But there are those of us out here that's older who've made our own mistakes, lived some life. We can see the holes that some of y'all are digging for yourselves and that you're going to fall in. We're trying to prevent that so you can get better, so you can avoid some things in life. Because life isn't no joke. I know a lot of you don't watch the news. A woman just lost her life. A mother just lost her life doing foolishness, digging holes for herself. But some of you are the same way. Not to that extent. Not that you're going to get shot in your face. God forbid. Not what I'm saying. But you cause problems for yourself without going into details. Y'all know what problems are. But you got to start to learn from your mistakes. So that way, as you get older, you can avoid them. When you going to start learning? When you're 35, 40? It's too late. You've already developed a lifetime of bad behavior. You got to start checking it now. Being disrespectful. I always tell y'all things happen in threes. Right? I'm going to tell y'all about two of them today. Well, loosely. Because y'all generation Zoomers and some of you millennials, y'all sensitive as hell. Y'all play like y'all tough, but you're extra sensitive. What the fuck is that about? Can't have it both ways. You want to be tough, then you can't be sensitive. Man up, woman up. Can't have it both ways. And every time somebody says something to y'all, y'all fall the fuck apart. Just simple shit. I was raised by an older generation of the Matrix. And those older people in that version of the Matrix did not play that crap. They would have told you to get the fuck out their house. You 10 years old, you got to go. Because they didn't play that nonsense. You had to go. If you didn't want to follow their rules and being disrespectful was not allowed, somebody would smack the dog shit out of you. But when you get shot in your face for being disrespectful, everybody want to play like, oh, of course it's Trump's fault, right? Everything's Trump's fault. And now it's the police fault, the law enforcement's fault. Somebody pull you over for a ticket and you fall apart and can't just sign the ticket and go to court like you agreed to do when you got your driver's license. That's the law. You have laws to control behavior. That way society doesn't fall apart and go into anarchy like we see in Minnesota. It's anarchy now. But y'all, you don't have enough life experience to understand what's fully going on. So you don't understand you're being manipulated. And you don't know why. You don't even know why these things are happening. Because they've happened before. This ain't nothing new. It's people trying to maintain their power. They don't care about you. They don't care about your cause. The woman was gay. None of that. All of that is not an accident. All of that was by design to get y'all riled up. So one hand, you look at it one hand and you don't know what the other hand behind their back is doing. And they robbing you blind. You don't get it. And I'm not gonna go into it on this live. Y'all, anybody want to know more? Hit me up. I'll explain it to you personally in depth. That's a one-on-one. Not gonna do that on here right now. I done talked about it previously. I tried to warn y'all. So the young man, I'm having a conversation with Gabby. My screen is open, so you can stand at my door and hear we're having a conversation. We're not arguing, of course. Gabby is wonderful. We're talking. But you could tell two people are in the conversation. He says through my door, excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm not used to people standing at my door and damn sure not talking through my door, but okay. But I'm already irritated because you're not sorry. If you were truly sorry in incorrect behavior, you church people, you got to be in behavior. You got to do things decently and in order. You standing there at my door, you see people talking, you trying to sell something, go to the next door. Come back. And then if maybe we're not talking when you come back, ring the doorbell. I'm sorry, may I speak to you for a moment? I'm sorry, I don't mean to disturb you. May I speak to you? Then when I come to the door, how can I help? He started questioning me. Have you gotten this paper from North America? What the hell are you talking about, young man? Gotten the paper from North America? What? He sounds stupid. I'm like, slow down, because now he's trying to go into his sales. Stop. I don't know what you're talking about, who you are, who you representing. Identify yourself. Ask me, is this a good time for me to talk with you about what? North America? Are you kidding me? Get the hell away from my door, man, because I done gave him too many chances to tell. I'm like, sir, what the hell is North America? You know, North America is a continent, right? There are three countries in North America. That's Canada, United States, and Mexico. That's North America. Who sent me the paper again? What, like, am I being? No, I'm not. I'm not going to even ask the question. I know I'm not being rude. This is ridiculous. I did sales all my life. I know how to conduct myself. If somebody is talking, when you're doing sales, you don't want to interrupt somebody when they're in the middle of something else, because that's not a good environment to try to sell in. Come back. It's four buildings over here with at least 10 apartments in each building. That's 40. You got plenty of doors to go knock on. Come back. That would have been the professional thing to do. Then I said, get away from my door. And I could lock my door and closed it back and walked away. But I can hear him laugh and everything funny to y'all. Ain't nothing funny about disrespect. Nothing. Especially when you out here. Then you're going to go try to talk to my neighbor after my neighbor, who I know is heard the interaction. My neighbor ran him off too. Get the hell out of here, man. I just heard what you said to my neighbor. But you can't, y'all behavior is so shitty. Even when you're supposed to be in a professional capacity, you're still shitty. And it's everybody else's fault. Didn't I just talk about this on the Genesis 3:13 live stream? Yeah, exactly. Shitty behavior, out of order. It's very easy to conduct yourself. Even if somebody else isn't conducting themselves at the best, make sure you're doing what you are supposed to do. Stop trying to check everybody, y'all. Check yourself. Examine yourself. I'm almost 50 years old this year. I ain't letting no 20-something-year-old check me. The fuck out of here. Check. You gonna check me, boo? And when you coming to my door with some bullshit, North America, really? And you gonna try to show me a paper? Sir, stop showing me your paper. Who are you? I said it slowly to him. Did you get your? I'm trying to see if you got your. No. Stop trying to ask me a question and answer mine. Slow down. Who are you? Do I know you? I don't even know your name. You didn't. Hi, I'm John. I'm walking around surveying with from this company or this organization or whatever. Okay. What does your organization do? Give me an introduction before you start trying to shove a paper in my face. Are you kidding me? There are neighborhoods you'll go in, people will shoot you with bullshit. I don't know if you're trying to rob me. I used to sell and design security systems. That was one of the tactics that thieves used to use to break into your house, especially here in the Charlotte metro. They would go around with their little clipboards and papers, knock on doors. If you wasn't home, a lot of times they'll kick your door in. Or they'll go around back and throw a brick through your sliding door and rob the whole house while you're gone. Or they'll tie you up, especially older people. This was a thing. This happened a lot during the housing boom 20 years ago. Housing was booming here in the Charlotte area. They were building neighborhoods left and right. A lot of people were moving in early, older people, more established people. So people was getting robbed. They would do exactly what that young man did. So I'm on edge. I don't know you. I don't know if you're going to pull out a gun after you got a bag. Why do you got your papers in a bag and not a clipboard? Why are you dressed like you are? Like no professionalism, bad behavior. Now, you children, generally broad speaking, stop disrespecting your parents. The problem is y'all don't think because you don't examine yourself. You don't think nothing you do is disrespectful. That's the problem. You think you're allowed to do anything you want because you're over 18. That's the problem in Minnesota. All them white women out in the street and marching and blowing bullhorns and whistles and interfering with law enforcement is a crime. You can't hide it behind protesting, being a legal observer, which is nothing. That's not a thing. That's some made up shit. You can stand on the side and watch them handle their business. That's what you can do. You can record them from a distance. You cannot interfere. Interfering is a lot of things. Causing a noise disturbance is disturbing the peace. You can be arrested for that. And then they will stack charges. Now you're also a felony is interfering with federal agents. They are lying to you because they don't want to lose their power. So they're throwing a lot of shit out here to disrupt it. And they telling you, whatever the problem is Trump's fault. Every time, listen to how they talk to everybody on the news. And they'll whip everybody out. They're gonna get the black gay women out to back up the white gay women. You know, the police chief from Philly with her gay ass out of order. You got the right to be gay. Do what you want to do. That's your right. You do not have the right to interfere with law enforcement of any, no matter what agency they from. They got guns. They will use those guns. You can't use your car to block them, to interfere. That's interfering with them. You can't run them over. You get shot like the Good lady, Miss Good, that just died. Did she deserve to die? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying she died as a result of her poor behavior. Two things can be true at the same time. It's unfortunate what happened to her, but she did it to herself. She wasn't out for a Sunday stroll and something just jumped off. She was part of an organization that they went around doing this from state to state, city to city. She wasn't from Minnesota. She just moved there recently. Waiting for something to jump off. That's what they want. They always start with white women. Same thing happened back in the 60s. Same thing. Same group of white women started all the bullshit. Because they want to be victims so bad. Because they want to be able to have stories to tell y'all at work or wherever. I'm on food stamps. I was on food stamps when I grew up. I was poor when I grew up, just like you. So they can minimize your experiences. That's what it's about for the white women. The people that's rage baiting them, as y'all call it. We used to call it amping you up. Same thing. They are trying to use y'all for their own purposes. Propaganda is the most powerful weapon in any army ever, in any army in any history, anywhere on the planet. And they use the propaganda to create frenzies, to get you all riled up and all hysterical, and you don't even know why. Stop letting people manipulate you. I got a third thing that happened today, but I'm not going to talk about that. Just focus on these two things. Respect your parents. You ain't got to like what your parents are saying. God knows I couldn't stand what my grandparents were saying at times. But then later on, years later, because I was hard headed, like most of us, we found out as we got older and experienced life, they were right, but they was gone by that time. I couldn't go back to them and say, you know what, grandma, grandpa, you were right. I should have listened, but I would have saved myself a lot of heartache and pain had I listened. I'm trying to tell you, y'all haven't done shit. You're behind. You're starting slow, and you need to get caught up real quick because the world is moving fast. The world keeps spinning at the same pace, and it go by so fast. Nobody realizes we on a spinning globe in the middle of outer space. That's why time is very precious. You can't afford to waste it. You got to get going. Older generations didn't wait till they was 35 and 40 to start life. You don't have time. Y'all got to learn how to react, to roll with the punches, as they say in boxing. Roll with them. Stop being so sensitive. Let it roll off your back like water on a duck's back, is what my stepfather would say. You got to learn. You got to learn. Y'all don't have time. It's taking y'all too long to get grown, real grown. You're legally grown, but you ain't grown because y'all still acting like children. Men and women, gay, straight, otherwise. Gay, being gay or whatever, they ain't got shit to do with it. I'm talking about your behavior. I got gay kids. I got gay cousins, gay siblings. That don't matter to me. I could care less who y'all bumping nasties with. I ain't got to see it and I ain't got to participate. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Your business. But when you interact with me and you can't get pissed off at how somebody reacts to your bad behavior, can't get pissed off. You out of pocket and then you going to get pissed off because I got a problem with it. No, it don't work that way. And if you try doing that out here in the world is going to push back at you. You're going to find out. You're going to fuck around and find out, as Trump and them has been saying. And Trump and them ain't backing down. And they got an army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. They ain't playing. They got ICE and other FBI and CIA and Border Patrol, and they got a whole bunch of people. You don't want to mess around with these people. Go about your life. It's too precious. You only get one shot at it. You don't get no extra men. You don't respawn. When you gone, you gone. Renee Good ain't coming back. Now her second husband had already died. She did. Now her son, 6-year-old, I think he is, ain't got a mama or a daddy because of her bad decisions. Y'all got to think on how your bad behaviors is affecting your children and other people. Your parents deserve more respect. We've made sacrifices. I know I have. I ain't gonna say all parents do. I know I have as a father. I've made sacrifices for my children. And I'll do it again. I'm always there for my children the best I can be. I never said fuck you to my children. They came to me with a problem. No matter what we had going on, I leapt into action the best I could. Whatever I could do, if I could do it, I've done it and still do. Can't argue with that. Facts. So I deserve respect. And it's so disrespectful not even to let your parents speak without you interrupting. But at the same time, I got to listen to y'all. We got to listen to y'all boo-hoo and shit. Then I tell y'all, nobody. I'm not doing boo-hooing for nobody this year. No boo-hooing. Unless you paying me. Hit the cash app. That go for my kids too. You want to boo-hoo? I listen to it. Because guess what? You go to therapy, that's what's going to happen. But guess what? The therapist got some shit to say at the end of that. Once you done talking, they will listen. And once you're finished, then they got some shit to say. You can't classify everything you don't like as negative. There's a thing called constructive criticism. Y'all need to learn that because it'll save your life. It'll save you in jobs and interviews and parenting and all aspects of your life. But y'all have issues because you just won't listen. You won't shut up. Be quiet. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Y'all can't teach me nothing. I done did everything you have not to do yet before you embedded in you. What you gonna tell me again? Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing new under the sun. All this shit is the same. It was always some form of technology. So new technologies always come out. No problem. I know how to use these technologies better than y'all most times. Y'all ain't figured out how to use it to better yourself. Yeah. If I had some of the tools y'all had, I'd be a millionaire 10 times over. Facts. I'm taking this time out talking to you young people. And if some of you older people are listening, you agreeing what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up, please. Put me a thumbs up in the chat. Give me a like. But definitely put a thumbs up in the chat so they can see it ain't just me saying. Y'all got to learn to listen. Do what you're told sometimes because what you're being told is good for you. Medicine don't always taste good, but it's good for you. Same thing. But people ain't going to just sit and listen to you all the time. Run, about nothing. There's shit that don't matter. Because you need to vent. Because you going through something. You in your feelings. What is my motto? FYU, FYF. Didn't I used to say that for years? FYF, fuck your feelings. I was saying that for a reason. Because your feelings only matter to you. They don't matter to nobody else. They only real to you. That's why Renee Good is dead. I'm pointing at my television, by the way. Renee Good is dead because she got in her feelings. Joined this group after her husband died. Got whipped up into a frenzy and politicized. Talked shit about moving to Canada, which she never did. She went from Missouri to Minnesota. What happened in Minnesota, in Missouri, y'all? You don't know because y'all don't pay attention to history. Well, that was the Mike Brown shit. And black people damn near destroyed Missouri. Well, while that was happening, white women was watching y'all black women. And they jealous. And they wanted to be y'all because they want to have a sob story too. They want to be a victim too. Remember when the National Guard was rolling tanks down the streets and fires and smoke? They even rioted here in Charlotte. They was blocking 277. Remember? That was Mike Brown in Missouri. They jumped that off. Right? If you listen, you might learn. That woman who was there in Missouri after her husband died, 5 months later, she got hooked up with this gay chick. And now she moving to Canada because Trump got elected, but didn't go to Canada, went to Minnesota, joined this group of ICE warriors or watchers or whatever the hell they are, so they could fight ICE. How you gonna fight an army? Are you kidding me? And behind them is another army. And behind them is another army. Are you shitting me? But when you get frenzied and emotional, they always tell you in boxing not to get angry. Don't fight angry. Because the one who gets angry and emotional in the boxing ring, you get knocked out. You lose fights. You got to stay calm. So you got to be in your rational brain. So they get you emotional so you can be manipulated and make bad decisions. Now she's dead. You can see on the body cam video because they lied about that before the video came out. Then the video came out. You see the girlfriend that they saying is her wife. It ain't her wife. They ain't never got married. When you get married, that's public record. It ain't no record of them getting married. She legally changed her name. That's not the same as marriage. But you can hear the girlfriend, go, baby, go, go. You could see the cop standing in front of the car. He had been standing out there for 4 minutes. They had been telling her to stop and get out of the car. You got to follow police orders. You cannot do what you want to do. Y'all don't watch body cam videos of people on traffic stops playing them games. They break the window, snatch them out the car. You ain't see that? You better, YouTube got 1 million videos of them on there. Pull one up. Go to your state or any state, body cam videos, Charlotte or whatever, wherever you live, and see what happens. I guarantee you're going to see somebody get snatched out the car because they are the authorities. Somebody has control over you. And if you don't believe it, they will put you in control. You will be down, face down on the ground with your hands behind your back with handcuffs, possibly on your hands and your feet, depending on how bad you're acting. They will put you in control and they will take you down to jail. And when you get down to that jail, if you still cutting up, oh, they got a room for you. They got a special room for you. They will put you in control. And then when you get in the regular population with the other inmates, If you acting up still, those inmates is gonna put you in control because they ain't gonna have you messing up their environment. Again, somebody is always gonna put you in control. There's always a higher authority. Now, it should be your parents. You should learn that from your parents. But y'all are so disrespectful with your bad behavior, your shitty behavior. You're not learning that lesson. Y'all slow. You better catch up before you be Renee Good out here with a bullet in your face or worse. Because there's people out here other than the police that will check you and they don't care nothing about you. Believe that. Of all colors, races, and nationalities, somebody will check you if you get out of pocket. Get your behavior in order, young people. That's all I got, man. I ain't rambling on no more. If you ain't got it now, you ain't never gonna get it. That's all I got for you, man. Hopefully, this helps somebody.